Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So TCU's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Gossett. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Sends it back in motion. Going with the ground game left. Jumped on top of the pile.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So West Virginia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Marquez. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. from the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick, getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds his big tight end. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Going to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On the option. He'll toss it. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again. And you got to pass those tests.
Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And he'll be brought down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself.
Yes,
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Let's go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Leon. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time he's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Red Hawks of Miami. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Stealing a score on special teams. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Going to the running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to... There he goes. Allowed and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Keeps looking downfield. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And instead of trying to play bully ball, this offense, man, they say we're going to throw the football. Like, we got a better matchup out wide. Defense does a great job staying home. Still a few more downs to go, but great job by the defense.
Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football back in your own end. The defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline of your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, TCU! And that one will give them the lead. They score for the extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it.
Me too. I remember.
Ready to go to work. They didn't get much. Last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At the 35, he's loose. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Leon. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Gets it out quickly. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornfrog. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun. Got his man on the right. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Off play action. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Gossett. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
Can I see that? Who's there? Huh? Who's there? Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. So where should we go now?
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback.
He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy completion. At the 45 on his way. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense. As corners made plays, really the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Pocket breaking down. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. They're working that left side. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
throws to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Ready, set. Get set.
Looking for a gap. It's Leon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tosses to the quarterback. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.